Hey everyone, it's David from X-Wing Versus, and today I'm finally back in another episode, and today's going to be a bit special episode. I'm just going to explain what the heck I've been up to since my last upload, because I feel like it's been a long time, and I want you guys to know what I've been doing. And the simple answer to that is, if you guys remember an earlier video, I mentioned that I was developing my own World War II dogfighting game. And that's really the simple answer to it, and I just want you guys to know, don't worry. I'm still doing X-Wing content, and I will continue to make X-Wing videos. And right now it's a really exciting time. Gen Con will have happened this week. Hopefully we'll get the app, the squad building app soon, to start building squadrons. And I know Fantasy Flight has already released all the points for ships and upgrades starting out in X-Wing 2nd edition. So it's a really good time, and I'm really looking forward to creating new videos and coming up with new lists for you guys. So yeah, like I said, don't worry, this is still an X-Wing channel, and I will be continue to make X-Wing content. But since I already mentioned it, I kind of want to explain what exactly I've been up to during this time. So like I said earlier, my game is set during World War II, and already the first two waves which I have created are set in 1944, and aircraft that are already included and will 100% be in the game are your typical P-51 Mustangs, BF-109s, the Spitfire, but also, and these ships are really cool, the Messerschmitt 262 and the British Gloucester Meteor. And these are the first operational jets ever, and they first made their appearance during World War II. So I'm super excited to attempt to get those to work in an era where piston aircraft were still the bread and butter of every Air Force. So it's been really exciting. And so a bit more in the background. So what differentiates my game from Wings of Glory and Blood Red Skies? Well, first, I just want to talk about both those games. So Wings of Glory, which I have played a few games of, it's good. I like the models, but playing the game isn't competitive like X-Wing is, with having a point system. It's just you play to have fun, which, I mean, that's still good, but I love the competitive aspect. That part has really helped make X-Wing enjoyable for me. And just when I'm going out and playing, I'm not just, there to spend time playing a game. I like winning things. That's a pretty big deal for me. So just to help that, at least for me and other people, if they're interested in a game like that, obviously, then that would speak to you. And then finally, for Blood Red Skies, so I've never played the game. I've just watched review videos and investigated it, and gameplay seems good. But the big problem for me is that game does not have very nice pre-painted models. And X-Wing may have spoiled me in that regard, but when it comes right down to it, the thing is, for my money, I want good pre-painted models. That's just important to me. So, I mean, if you can overlook that, that's not a big thing for you, then yeah, sure. Blood Red Skies will definitely be a great fit for you. So, for me, instead of purchasing a game that I wasn't, in either case, 100% settled with, I just decided I might as well save my money and build my own, especially because I still planned to buy X-Wing expansions in addition to making my own game and creating these videos for you guys. So already, my time and my money is going elsewhere, so why buy these World War II games that, don't scratch my itch, if you will. So a bit more about my game. I plan to include aircraft from several different countries. This is including the United States of America, obviously, the British Empire, so that does include Australia. There were a few Australian aircraft during the war, and I want to give them some representation too in the Pacific Theater, so they will also be included. Germany, of course, Russia, Italy, Japan, and also France, the Netherlands, Poland, and possibly Finland. I'm sure most of you guys are like, wait, what? Finland? They were involved in that war? Well, yes, they were. And I wasn't planning to at first, and Finland, who thinks about them in World War II? But then in researching this time period for this game, I ran across a documentary about the Finnish Air War, and it was spectacular. It was a really good a video to watch. I actually might link to it, but I'd really, so if you're wondering why I included Finland, that's why. It's very impressive, actually, very overlooked. And as you guys, I'm sure you've noticed, so I'm showing you World War II aircraft right now. These are all things I have made myself right now for my game, which I call Burning Skies. So just take these images with a grain of salt. Hopefully you guys think they're good. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I really appreciate your guys' feedback on this. And, development stages still in the very beginning of those. So what you say could have a very real impact on what I do moving forward. And I'd really appreciate it. And the last thing I want to mention about my game is that there will be scenarios kind of similar to Star Wars Armada. And so the idea with these scenarios is, so each player can choose one, and I'm making them in such a way that you can stack them, their effects will stack on top of each other. The scenarios I have in mind already vary quite a bit. They include escorting bombers, and that's how you will gain the points you need to win. That's one way. Or you could choose to go with this super ace whose additional modifiers are through the roof. And so he's just super hard to take down, and you need to use him and one other ship, to take down the other squadron, and you have no idea what they are until you finally, you go up against them. So I hope that, gives the game variety, and it makes it more than just like, oh, I just need to shoot down my opponent's aircraft. Well, not necessarily. Like if you're escorting bombers, you don't need to shoot down the enemy. You just need to fly off, have your bomber survive and fly off the edge of the map on your opponent's deployment zone. So there's things like that help vary the gameplay and hope to make it more fun. So I don't know 100% what I want to do for my next video, so I would love to get your guys' feedback. I think I have something in mind, but I still love to hear what you guys think. It's been a while, so it'd be kind of like, my gift to you. All right, and so I think that's really all I have today, guys. Thanks again for watching. Oh, and in case you're curious about Burning Skies, let me know what your guys' interest is, and if there is a lot of people, maybe someday I will break it out into its own YouTube channel, just so that way, because obviously this is an X-Wing channel, World War II doesn't make sense to all keep showing up on it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one, which I promise will be a Star Wars video.